Hi everyone, I'm Cassie. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do December 2017's monthly recommendation from the monthly recommendation group on Goodreads, which the link will be in the doobly-doo. So last month's topic was your best new to me authors. So this is going to be my top 5 authors of 2017 that I discovered in 2017. So, new authors again. Some of these are going to be authors that you've heard me talk about quite a lot, and some of these authors are going to be people you've heard me bring up maybe once or not at all. I really don't remember how much I've talked about some of these people. So we're just going to go right into my top 5 authors of 2017. Number 5, Julia Israel. She wrote Jupiter Happiness Index, which was 2017's Booktubeathon's group read, and this is a YA contemporary novel. This book is the perfect YA contemporary novel, and I live for YA contemporary novels. It has fully developed characters, not just the main character, but parents, fully developed friends, and small characters. It's got personality. It's got real life issues. It's got everything. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it talks about death and abuse. But it's also got a lot of friendship and fun in it, and it talks about real issues that are important to today's youth, like drinking and driving, and texting and driving, and growing away from your parents. It is so good. If you haven't read this book already, what are you waiting for? Please. You are doing yourself a disservice by not reading this book. Of course, that being said, not everyone likes writing contemporary novels, so if that's not your jam, maybe don't force yourself to read it. But, go pick it up from the library and try it. This will literally change your mind about writing contemporary novels. I swear, I was literally starting to lose faith in writing contemporary novels until I found this book. I cannot wait for Julia Israel's next book. I'm so excited. Julie? I think it's Julie Israel. I'm sorry, I was saying her name wrong. So, number 4 is Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah from The Daily Show with Trevor Noah on Comedy Central. He also, tours like the entire globe while still doing that show. He is amazing. I already loved him so much before this, and I've seen almost all of his stand-up comedies. And so, of course, when I found out that he was writing a book, I had to read it. And when I found out that he was narrating a version of the book, of course I had to get it. I already had Audible, which is where it was released. So, yeah, I listened to this book straight through on my 14-hour drive from Michigan to Kansas. I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but I'm so excited about all these books. I'm really sorry. Also, I can only record for 10-minute increments at a time. So there's that. And I have a lot to say. So Born in Crime is his childhood growing up in apartheid, and then after apartheid in South Africa. I keep saying South America, but in South Africa with his mom and his brothers and his dad, his real dad, and his stepdad, and his mom. I think she is an amazing person. I love this woman. The last story is about health insurance, and oh my god, that woman is amazing. I think I already believed in God, but the end of this book seriously reinstated my faith in God or some godlike being. I just want to give his mom the biggest hug. I don't want to spoil anything for it, but there's this part where he's in a band and then he's at a Jewish school, and the naming of South African children is really funny, and there's this big thing going on, and what's going on, but the people in the school don't know what's going on, and it is probably one of the best stories I have ever heard in my life. It is so funny. So if nothing else, check that book out for the South African naming Jewish school band story. That's all I'm going to say. Also, I really want to give Trevor Noah's mom a big hug. She is amazing. So, number 3 is Yukio Ozaki. This is kind of cheating because I technically started this book in 2015, but I only read 30 pages of it, And when I restarted this book in 2017, I read like 40 pages in one day. It still took me like 3 or 4 months to read the book because I was doing a lot. And it's got some depressing topics in it, but I'm still counting this book for this year because I finished it this year. So this book is, I think it won the 2013 Man Booker Prize Award. I think that's the year it won it, because I think that's the year it came out. So that doesn't tell you enough. So it kind of goes back and forth, and you're not exactly sure when the book is set. You know that part of it is set after the 2011 tsunami in British Columbia, in like a small island with a author and her husband and the love of books and a cat and the little island. It's I want to live there. And then part of it takes place with a young girl in Tokyo and her story with her Buddhist grandmother and her parents who had moved from California to Japan after her father lost his job for an amazing reason that you don't quite understand until the end. Like, I can't really tell you much about the girl's story because it'll pretty much spoil the entire book. But I have all the, like, I feel so, like, you get feelings for this girl in the story, especially as you read on. At first, she's kind of like a pompous, full of herself young teenager, and then you kind of get into it and you understand her more. And yes, did I say the name? It's A Tale for Time Beings. Of course, the photo's been here this entire time. So, there's that. I recommend this book for anyone who's 16 and older. If you're not over the age of 16, some of those topics might be really, really difficult to read. I'm 22, and this book was still really hard for me to read. Oh, also, my friend who lives in Japan read it, and I told her that I had started it, and she was like, go finish it. So that's a recommendation from me and my friend. So the next two are authors that I have talked a lot about, so I'm sure you can guess them. So number 2 is John Allison, who wrote Giant Days, which I started reading this year, and actually read the first volume twice. And he also wrote a whole bunch of red comics in the 90s. I didn't read any of them because I don't particularly like his artwork. The thing that really actually drew me to Giant Days was the work of the artist for the first 6 volumes, who also worked on my favorite TV show, Steven Universe. It's not my favorite TV show, it's my favorite American animated TV show. Same difference, though. But yes, as I talked about before, this is a amazing portrayal of real college life. I know it doesn't take place in America, but it just shows you that college life is the same for students all over the world. We deal with making new friends and leaving our old ones, and relationships, and partying, and there's always that one homeschool kid who takes it way too far, which this story has. And I personally know one of those kids, so that just like really brought this story home for me. And there's issues with fraternity boys, and it is just college. Like, it's college. It's beautiful. And it's so hard to find a real college story that isn't just about sex, because that's not what college is about. That's not what college is about at all. Like, yeah, stress, yeah, sex is good for relieving stress, but there is so much more to college, like the actual freaking coursework and your major, or trying to figure out your major. And this book goes into it, and it's beautiful. And so, since I just talked about John Allison, you know that my next one has to be Rin Chapago, who wrote The Girl from the Well and The Bone Witch. Girl from the Well is probably my favorite book I read this year, despite all these other books. I read The Girl in the Well in 12 hours. It's a horror novel, it's contemporary, it's got Japanese culture, it's got everything I loved about all the other books mixed into one. So that's why it's my favorite. Oh, I love this book. As I'm sure you've already can tell by some of my other videos, I love Japanese culture, also by some of the other books I've talked about on here. But this one isn't really like popular culture. It goes a lot into historical culture, and the writing is told from so many points of view that you really get a full image of the world, and there's mystery to it, and suspense, and horror, all wrapped up in this contemporary tale. I don't know how it all works together, but it does. And then the Bone Witch, which I had issues with because I felt a lot of it was taken too much directly from geisha culture in Japan, but I finally managed to get through it, and the plot twist at the ending, you could kind of see it coming the last couple chapters, but like then she plot twists you again, and so you like second guess yourself, and just her writing so good, it keeps you guessing until like the very last second, and I'm waiting to see if I get the RAC for the next one that comes out in March. You know I'm going to be getting it the day it comes out. Hopefully, I actually might be on a farm in the middle of nowhere the day it comes out. I haven't checked my schedule yet. But yeah. Yeah, check these books out if they seem like the kind of thing you're into. Seem like the kind of the spot in life you're in right now. Or if you just want a nice book to hide away with for a couple weeks or months, depending on how fast you read, like me. Like I said, I read some of these books in hours, and I read some of these books over the course of like 2 years. And these are one of them. But yeah, that is all. Also, I want to mention that I should be going on a regular schedule coming up, so every Monday and Thursday at noon Central Time. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So excited. I have so many videos already planned for the next several weeks out until February. And yeah, but I don't know how long it's going to last because I am going to be working really hard on getting a real part-time job this semester. So we'll see. If that does happen, I will still be uploading a video at least once or twice a month because I love making videos. And it, like I said, it really, I don't think I talked about in this video, but it really helps me get my thoughts together making videos, and that's something I really need a lot of practice with. So, yeah, that's officially ending. Peace! End screen time! So here is my subscription link. Please hit it. Here is a video that YouTube thinks you will like. Please go watch it. Peace!